theme before us today, prosecution as a catalyst for economic transformation, safety and public trust, is not just an academic deliberation, but rather deeply human, because economies do not grow where fear governs, investments do not flourish where justice is uncertain, and families do not dream where corruption suffocates hope. Justice is not separate from development, but rather justice is the foundation upon which development stands. A trustworthy justice system creates the confidence that allows businesses to invest, communities to flourish, and citizens to believe once again in the promise of their motherland. Prosecutors are therefore not merely legal officers, they are guardians of public trust. They are the shields for the market vendors against exploitation, shields for the investor against fraud, shields for the women and children and men from abuse, and shields for our nation's constitution. Allow a sacrifice to fade into history, and to every Ugandan listening today, may we remember this. Nations are not only destroyed by the actions of bad people, sometimes nations suffer because good people grow too tired, too discouraged, or too afraid to care. And so today, on behalf of our family, I ask something simple of all of us. Let us not merely admire courage, let us practice it in our offices, in our homes, in leadership, in business, in government, in those quiet places where character is formed long before the world is watching. The greatest tribute we can offer to Joan Kagezi is not simply to remember how she died, but rather it is to live with the same conviction with which she lived. May her courage challenge us, may her sacrifice continue to inspire us, and may God continue to bless the Republic of Uganda. Thank you very much.
For the leaders in order to fight corruption. The second thing is digitization and automation of systems, okay, including modern technology tools, artificial intelligence, in order to be able to create the necessary required transparency that the public can actually be able to see the data, the transaction data, the beneficial owners, for instance, if it's a procurement or a contract, who are the people who are in that contract, how are they benefiting, and how is this benefiting the public. So digitization and automation is critical. Then the other one is actually strengthening the office of the auditor general in order to carry out performance audits, forensic audits, and any other special audits that can be necessary in order to speedily be able to get to the root of these corruption issues, and therefore they are prosecuted with efficiency. Okay? And then also accountability, citizen accountability. This has to do with declarations, transparency, and all those kind of things. But most importantly, is really to create a kind of transparency, and also involving some non-state agencies like the media and support them and work with them. For instance, investigative journalism, in order to provide the necessary information, not only for prosecution, but also to the public. And then
thank you very much.
Lastly, to reduce discretion, and this comes when the systems are automated, the procedures are clear, they're strong, we play by the rules, and that's how you can be able to fight corruption. I'll give one example. Singapore. Singapore, they say, is the most free country, corruption country. But it's because the rules are clear, the rules are enforced to the letter, the laws are enforced to the letter, and therefore there's no corruption. They get you there, whichever rank you are, whether you're president's son or whatever, they'll prosecute you and they'll hand down the punishment. And that's what we have to do.
Thank you very much, Mr.
The role of the
modern prosecutor must transcend just the courtroom lawyer. The prosecutor must look at his role, not just the person who stands in court to argue a case, but beyond that, must respond to a